So the next thing that we are going to do in this third part is that we are going to write a code on CSS and disappear. So for this place to disappear, we have to go back to our Dreamweaver again. Go to our Dreamweaver. For this one to disappear, we'll go to our CSS. Then we'll now move down to where we have our absolute. In this place, you press enter and put the word display. The more you type display, you now look for the word none. I see the word none, double click on none, then put your semicolon. This command that we are using, which is none, meaning that that drop down menu should disappear. So if I go to file and I now click on save, then if I go back to my, the moment I refresh, you can see that it disappear because I use a display none. That is why it now disappear from these options. Because what I want to do is that if I bring my cursor here, it should appear. So if I remove it, it should disappear. So that's the other state I want to do on CSS. So I'll go back to my Dreamweaver again, click on it, go to my Dreamweaver. Then in this place, since I want it to be disappear and appearing, I'll just copy this like this. I'll copy this, Control C, then I'll move down, Control V, then I'll paste my column, then I'll type over. Since I'm using two ULL, I'll not later sign and I'll put my UL. Use it, then I put my open bracket here. You can see the command. This UL, there's two UL there. This is the first one and this is the second UL because each of them have information inside them. Then inside this place, and I say display. Then I'll say block. Maybe I'm not seeing it clearly. Let me do it again. If I come to this place and I click this place and I say display, click display, say block. Let's put my semicolon. The word block here is so that when you move your cursor, the thing will not disappear. If I go to file and I click on save, then if I go to my browser, click on my Chrome browser, and I say refresh. You see the refresh, then you can see it appear. If I move it, disappear. Make me to move. This is where I'm moving. So if you go to some websites, it's when you place your cursor on top that it will appear. You see it. The moment you move your cursor on top of this option, it will disappear. But when you place it on top, it will appear. Immediately appear. You see it. You can see the drop down options. You can also have other drop down options in this place, which we can also continue from here. You can also have another option, other drop down that will continue from here. Then anything that has drop down options, you normally indicate it with a sign on it. Like this information now, there should be a sign here to show that it has a drop down. So for us to do that, what we are going to do is that we can minimize this. Then we go to our home again. Then we go to our code. This place that we have information, you can come here, come to this place and put a space, put a greater space, a greater sign. You see it like this one, like this greater sign now. It shows that information we have a drop down options. So what I mean is that if I go to this place now and I say save, and I go to my Chrome and I refresh, you see this sign here in front of this place telling us that there's a drop down options, because the rest do not have it. You can see the rest do not have it, but the information has this sign. If you go to some website, you see the sign indicating that this has a drop down options. This sign, you see it. That's it. Then we can minimize this. Then we can also create another drop down options inside it again. So the drop down option that we are going to create inside it again. This is the last one, now class state. Remember the way we move this one down. You see, if I press enter now, it will move it down. You see, we are moving down. Then I can come here. Then I now put my UL. I hope you have not forgotten the UL. Then slash like this. You see? Then I come here and I bring this one down. Then I come here and I put my LI, which is list item. You are listing an item slash. So which item I will go to list here? I don't know what to write here. Let me think of. Let me just type something here. Let me say jet. I don't know what to type here. Jet. Then this place I can put my A. Come here. Slash. Then from here I can put my reference. See the reference, update the reference, put my hash. So I can come here and copy this. Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. Maybe I can put, I don't know what to type in, maybe put car. Then put 10. Then what do I put here? What else should I put here? What happened there? I want to type something. Okay, sorry, I couldn't see it. Value. You see the way I type it? Jet, car, mountain, ocean, valley. Then if I go to this place and I click on save, then if I go to my this place, my Chrome, refresh. If I press my cursor here, do you see that it continues? It didn't or your on those. So instead of being moving to the side to this side, it was still continuing like this. So we are going to write a CSS code that will move from this place, from this jet to this side, to the other side. As the position is nowhere position, so we have to move it to the other side. For us to move it to the other side, we have to minimize this. Use it. We go to our CSS. You know that in this my home, I'm having 3 now. This is 1. This one is 2. Use it. We have the third one. 3. So the UL is now 3. 1, 2, 3. So from this place, if I go to my CSS, I'm going to make sure that this one too is 3. Remember, just copy, Control C, and come here, please enter on the list, because there are 3. You get it? Then I put like this, then put this. Then I will now save it, go to file, save on. So for it to move to the other side, I have to come here and put, you call it margin left. But the width of each of that form, the width here, the width that I'm using here is 120. So I'm going to put a width of 120 here. 120 semicolon. You see the width I'm using here? I go to this place, click on save. Then if I go back to my home, if I go to my browser, I click on my browser, I refresh. So I refresh. You see, but do you notice that it did not conform? It was down. You see, if I try to move like this, you see, it's not working properly. So that means this particular one I have to go up a little in order to attach with it, but it's not attaching. It's as if it's closer to it, but it's not attaching to it. You see, so there's an error here. So we have to write a CSS code that will make this aspect to move up a little. For it to move up a little, we have to go back to our CSS code. We can minimize this. Then we'll go to CSS. they'll press enter. So because of wanting to go up, just type the word top. I say the word top. They'll now put 0px. We are using 0 because we don't know how high the thing is. You can't say it's 1, you can't say it's 2, you don't put it 0. They will come here and say save. Then when you go to your browser here, you click on Chrome, you refresh, you go to this place. You see that it has gone up. You go like this. You see. So this Anambra should have this type of thing. You know, we should have one here in Anambra. So the person will know that we continue. You can see that it's easy. Before this, all this one is down. So that top that I use, top 0, it has moved it up. So I'll go to this place. I'll minimize this. Then I'll go to my home. Look at the Anambra now. Just space. Put this sign. Then I'll save it. Then if I go to my home, then I refresh. I go to Anambra. Do you see the sign here now? Tell us that it's continue. You see. So I say you can go up like this, you can come down, you can also go up and go like this. Do you see? So that's the end of my 4th video. So see my 5th video when coming.